Hey guys, thanks for visiting Tech Connect. I'm Rivers, and today we're going to take a first look at the DJI Phantom 4 Pro drone. So probably the biggest improvement with the Phantom 4 Pro is the camera. It's got an all-new camera in it. The sensor is the same sensor that comes out of the Sony RX100. It's a 20 megapixel sensor now instead of 12 like on the Phantom 4. And it can shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, which is awesome. It's the first camera that I've ever had that can shoot 4K at 60 frames a second. It can shoot video in H.264 and H.265. And H.265 is a more compressed format, but it still looks really good. So you should get better quality for the same amount of bit rate when you shoot in H.265. One of my favorite new features of the Pro is that while you're shooting video, you can also take photos at the same time. So before on the Phantom 4, I had to switch over to photo mode and then back to video mode, and that took about a minute each time I wanted to take a single shot. This way you can take a photo whenever you want when you're shooting video. Now it is the same resolution as what your video is shooting in, so if you're shooting 4K, that's an 8 megapixel still that you're gonna take. Another thing is the Pro's camera is slightly more zoomed in. It's 24 millimeters instead of 20 millimeters. So the thing I like about this is you don't catch the propellers in the shot as much, especially when you're going fast forward, because what happens is the drone will lean down like this and the camera will stay pointing forward, so it'll catch the propellers more. But with it zoomed in, it sees that a lot less. So that is nice. Also, the camera is just slightly more forward than in the 4, probably about a half a centimeter. So that also helps as well. Also on the camera now, it's got a variable aperture of f2.8 to f11. So that helps when you have those really bright situations, like say you're looking directly at a sunset, it can drop that aperture down smaller so that it doesn't let so much light in and blow out the picture as much. So definitely the best feature of the Pro is the new camera. I'd say it's several steps ahead of the Phantom 4. It's got amazing looking video and photos now. It's got HDR or high dynamic range, and it also has a lot better night video too, or low light video, so that looks a lot better than it did on the Phantom 4. I'll have some video samples shot on the new Pro at the end of this video so you can see some of the things that I'm talking about. Now I want to talk about some of the other features of the Pro. So first of all, it's got more safety features. It's got rear obstacle avoidance, side sensors that are infrared, and it can go 30 meters in front of it for obstacle avoidance as well. And it doesn't sound important, but it actually comes in handy quite a bit to keep you from wrecking your expensive new drone. Here's an example. The first time I flew the Pro, I had it facing me and I pushed the joystick forward, which would have made it fly into me. I heard it start beeping, and it started beeping faster and faster, and so I knew that it was going the wrong direction. Another nice improvement is the battery life. The battery itself has about a 10% larger capacity. The drone itself is also more efficient, so the combination of the two gives you about a 30-minute battery life, which is really amazing and a big noticeable difference from the old Phantom 4. And finally, the Wi-Fi range has been improved quite a bit. First of all, it's got the option for 2.4 or 5.2 gigahertz frequencies, and it just seems to work better because my house has a lot of interference with like a lot of Wi-Fi networks around and things like that, and I'd always have it losing signal and returning to home. Well, with this I can fly much further without losing that signal. It's a noticeable difference, and also out in nowhere it will go quite a bit further as well. All right, here's some video that I shot on the Pro. I haven't had a chance to shoot too much yet because it's been so snowy and cold out, but stay tuned to my channel because I'll add more video soon. Thanks for watching. If you want to know where I got my drone, I'll have a link in the video description down below. check that out, and also make sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll have more footage about the drone and cameras and things like that. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. That helps me out a ton. Thanks again for watching, and as always, aloha.